Welcome back, everyone, to the Craftverse series, episode 370. We're continuing the basement job this episode, and I went ahead and grabbed some materials to finish off the top part of the smeltery area. So let's go. We're going to run in here, come up the top, and I'm going to go ahead and preemptively put these in. These go around the far edge that we had the slabs on before, on the lower level. This is just so absolutely nothing can spawn in our lava area. Not that it would, given how lit up the place is about to be, but still. I'm going to go ahead and do the sides. Now, I'm going to leave one side completely open, but this side can go. What I can do, though... Actually, no, I am going to go ahead and put these in. I'll remove them when I'm getting ready to actually put the lava in. That way I have all of the pieces that I need to finish this area, and I don't have to think about it again. So those are done and out of my way. Okay. So come up here. I am going to leave these in this storage area. And now I need to craft 4 exactly of those. Okay. So we're going to put 2 on this entrance. And then we're going to go 2 blocks over, put 1 there. Indicating that this is in fact a wall. And then we do this. We dig a hallway out. Put this one here. This is currently only 2. Let me shift perspective here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deep on this side. So this is 4, 5, 6. And then we have our doorway. And I don't need these anymore. Should have put those away, but I wasn't thinking about it. That's where a lantern goes. This is where we're going to put the lava into once we have it withdrawn from there. Right now, we're going to put those there. And I actually know this room better. This is stair 1, 2, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stair. Just going by this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stair here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stair there. And because those are where the stairs are, we want that there. However, we want you there. That way, I can remove the floor and actually put those in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes. Just gonna bring these out. It's supposed to be a 13 by 13 square area. Don't mind the janky materials I threw in here. This wasn't supposed to be visible. This is leading back into underneath the house. As I said before, I just filled it in with whatever I had on hand because I just needed to fill the area. It's never meant to be visible again. Why am I doing that? That's mud brick. Okay, then I can do that. Okay. I don't have my axe with me currently. It's in my hotbar somewhere, or in my inventory somewhere, and I'm just not digging it out. Let's get all of this removed. All right, one more internal. And then I have to get the walls put in. All right. Okay, so now we have these. This is the barrier of the floor. Next up, I actually have all of this to remove for sure. Underneath these blocks I'm removing right now are where I put these sea lanterns. And the space has to be 11 by 11. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. So now I just chuck all of this. And then we don't need any of the torch spam I put on the wall. It's not really spam, but it's not necessary. This is a light work compared to going through all of that deep slate down in the bottom, as I showed last episode. Big project. Not something that is fun to watch done, unfortunately, unless it's a time lapse. And I don't have the time lapse capabilities currently. Fill this all in. Then remove the ring around this, and that gets to be stair. Cool. So let's actually go grab those materials. Don't need the buttons anymore. Now the fun thing about this is I need a certain material we have not yet used. This will help break up all of the green and brown coloring. Kind of makes it feel like you're at a YMCA right now. And for my overseas viewers who might not know what that is, it's not somewhere you'd really want to, work out. Just kidding. It's a common place people would bring their families to go work out in a public setting, hang out with friends. Used to have a racquetball court that we would go to quite frequently. Sadly, our area no longer has one. Wasn't managed very well, unfortunately. And no matter who takes it over, it just doesn't end up sticking. So we want to do this. Removing the top portion. So we have to add in a cool new ceiling. So yeah, the YMCA is usually known for having a pool, basketball, a bunch of different other racket sports. Not sure if y'all know what racquetball is if you're not part of the States. I'm not big on sports to have comparisons. Essentially, it's like you have a hollow rubber tennis ball sized ball. You whack it around the court a few times. It bounces off the walls. Try and outdo your friends. And if one of you, I think, hits the other person's side, you get a point. I don't know. We never really understood the rules growing up. Probably not the best person to be telling you this. I just took it upon myself to see how many times I could bounce it around the room before somebody got fed up with it. That was my personal challenge. Let's open up this. Okay, it is just the 2 high, and then we have the ring of the ceiling. So we can actually just remove this entire layer and fill in what's left. I would like to do it around the edge. One of the coolest memories I have of our YMCA journeys was my brother has a condition where he always has a helping hand with him. Social worker, some might call. I was with him on one of these excursions, and we were hanging around the basketball court. He just wanted to see me throw the ball and maybe do a couple of rounds himself. I took it from halfway across the court, literally in the center, and I just chucked it. I was not paying attention to where it was going. I was like 12, something like that. And it landed with a swish. I've never been able to replicate that intentionally, but his jaw hit the floor. As mine did. He watched where the ball went. I walked away like a badass. You know how people always walk away from explosions in movies? Yeah, that's what I did from the ball. I threw it, knew exactly what it was going to do in my head. It just kind of was going to hit the ring and bounce off. Oddly enough, the social worker was not in the room when that happened, presumably going to the restroom or something. So, of course, there was no backup that could speak, that could say it. It happened. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And of course, this was back before any of us had phones, aside from the worker. So I couldn't get it on camera, nor could I get a photo of his reaction to prove that something had flabbergasted him. Because it legitimately did. He had no idea what to do with that. So we go 2 in from the centers. I did put one in the center there. And then this is about the center here. Everything should line up. And then we go you. We do that. And then we grab these and fill in the rest. Trying to train my brain to get better at doing stories like this while I'm actively doing a thing. It's better to multitask when it comes to motor function. Otherwise, you end up zeroing in on something and completely going silent, and that doesn't make for good content. Not that you guys aren't used to me doing that, but it's not something I should let myself stay in the habit of doing. It's like you train your body at a gym, you have to train your mind. That there. Have to put a trapdoor over that, but otherwise this room is done. Remove the torch spam that's not even remotely needed anymore due to the floor. Very, very bright map floor. And then we swap out the stairs for the full block. And we do just this center room. This 3-wide hallway. I forget exactly how far down this goes. I have to consult my images. That room is the next we shall tackle, but I have to finish off this ceiling, because it's not stone. There, and as far as this area is concerned, it is pretty much done. I am going to go 2 out this way. And then bring in the other image. Perfect. So from the corner, that's that 2, and then 2 additional ones out, and then that floor ends. So 1, 2. And the funny thing about this is we only replace that with these. And then this gets to be an archway of sorts. Same thing on this side. That still comes out, but it still stops here. The floor, however, goes all the way out to the end of this. Okay. So now I need to get the images for this room. Three wide, 2. Okay. So we go upstairs and deposit some of this stuff that I don't need anymore. Thought I was going to need a lot more of this, actually. Put you up. Put the junk from the other room up. No dirt this time. Actually, we'll be needing these for this room. Won't be needing that. Gonna need more mud brick, I'm thinking. And then we'll grab some more of this for the rim. Let's work on starting this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That for now. This is just the entry. And then this goes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect, so we can do that. And this side goes 1, 2, 3, 4 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably didn't need to check that because that's where that room ends. Now this room is the end of the house, so we don't need to actually fill in the corners. Put those there. Doesn't hurt anything if I go the additional block out. But essentially we have to go from here, 1, 2, 3, and remove these 4 and replace them with glowstone. And then we go a full 2 blocks over, replace the next 4 with glowstone. Repeat, 1, 2, replace the next 4. And then we have 3 here and 3 here. So if we go 1 more out and balance it, it'll be fine. It's kind of silly to me to have 3 on one side and 2 on the other. So we have 3 on this side, 3 on that side, and the walls only have 1. Now there is a reason for doing it this way. And we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's dirt. I thought that was going to be gravel for a second there. I was nervous I was going to suffocate myself. Forgot what all I filled this area with. We want to have enough room to put a smelting setup in here. And the only way to really have enough room for the setup that's in the image is to go quite high up. If you're not familiar and you're joining in the middle of this set of episodes, I am doing a recoloration of the house I built in honor of Time Runner for his Season 1 build from the Awkward Kingdom. Replacing each block with a specific replacement. That's why some things might look a little bit mud brick heavy because he used a hell of a lot of stone brick and I'm just swapping everything out. This room is going to look very brown by the time I'm done with it. Because wrapped around the glowstone is more, wouldn't you know it, mud brick. Okay, so this is going to be the 1, 2, 3, 4 high of mud brick. And then we have the ceiling, which we replace. And it's going to be directly underneath all of the pathing, so I have to be careful not to break any of that. And now I can just break the stone. And then we do 1, 2, 3. Skip 2. 1, 2, 3. Again, skip 2. 1, 2, 3. And that's where the top chest sits. And there's our ceiling. Makes it a little easier to measure out when you do the exact same thing on top and bottom, right and left. Didn't need to break that yet. Do have a little bit more dirt to break. And then the rest is stone. As I said, this room is going to look very brown. But it looks very gray in the original, so... Alright. Not sure if I have enough mud brick for the rest of this build. I still have one more major room to do, and I haven't even finished the floor in here yet. For context, this is 2 shulker boxes worth of mud bricks that I've used between this build and the last. Well, this build and the upper portion. This is still technically the same overall build. It's just the basement. That can stay. Okay, now we just fill in the rest of this, break these 3. Good thing I caught that. I think there's enough light in here with the floor and ceiling that I don't need the torches. There's no torches in the original. It's a great way to prevent spawns in the meantime. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this episode. We still have this floor to add in, the lava over there, and then the actual smelting equipment in this room. But this isn't necessary to be done at the moment. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode. We have a much cooler room to finish now. That's going to take some trial and error. But yes, I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out.